Well, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Foreign Minister Penny Wong are yet to congratulate Israel on the successful operation to free 4 hostages from the Islamic terror group Hamas. The daring raid in broad daylight by the IDF commandos plucked the 3 men and 1 woman from 2 separate apartments in a densely populated part of Gaza. Immediately, the mainstream media portrayed the rescue as a humanitarian disaster rather than a military victory, because civilians were tragically killed. What was missed by most left-wing media, keen to blame Israel and rob the families of the joy of having their loved ones returned, was the fact that Islamic terrorists began firing from behind human shields at the hostages and their rescuers as they were fleeing. Now, had this cowardly and barbaric action not been taken, no civilian would have been killed. Somehow, much of the left-wing media and presumably Albanese and Wong think Israel bears the moral culpability for these civilian deaths. Now, of course, civilian deaths in war are tragic and must be avoided wherever possible. But when Islamic terrorists start shooting from behind civilians at fleeing hostages, what are the soldiers supposed to do? Not retaliate to protect the hostages and themselves? One of the brave commandos lost his life defending the hostages. He was shot and killed by an Islamic terrorist hiding behind human shields. This man was a father of 2. It's tragic. He was a brave man. The moral inversion around the Israel-Gaza conflict is incomprehensible. Questions must also be asked about civilians in Gaza collaborating with the Islamic terrorists of Hamas. And, by the way, why is Qatar in the United Arab Emirates allowing Hamas leaders to live in luxury in 6-star hotels in their capital city? Why is Qatar still flying into Australia? Are we in effect collaborating with the modern-day Islamic Nazis who, by their own admission, are hell-bent on a second Holocaust of the Jews? That Albanese and Wong can't bring themselves to rejoice in the saving of hostages brings shame upon all civilised Australians. If any of our fellow Australians were ever taken hostage by Islamic rapists and murderers, don't expect Albanese to send in the SAS to rescue them.